Why do some designs look professional while others look like they were made in 2 minutes? It is not the software, it is not the fonts, not even the colors. It is something deeper, and that is design principles. So I will show you the 7 design principles that separate amateurs from professional designers. Welcome to the Hit Creativity, where we don't just learn design, we learn to think like designers. And beyond design, we build creatives who believe in African excellence, unity, and a world shaped by creativity and peace. If you want to become a professional graphic designer, then understanding these principles is not optional. They are the foundation of every powerful design. Now let's begin. The principle number 1 is balance. Balance is the distribution of visual weight in a design. Just like objects have physical weight, elements in design have visual weight. Things like color, size, shape, texture, position all affect how heavy or light an element feels. We have types of balance. Symmetrical balance. In symmetrical balance, both sides of the design are equal, just as if an object is placed in the center of the design. It is most at times used in wedding invitation, luxury brands. This creates order, stability, and elegance. It is always orderly, stable, and elegant. In asymmetrical balance, the sides are different but still balanced. It is a kind of balance where you see the object placed one side and text the other side, and it is still balanced. Example, a large image on one side balanced by, and the other side balanced by text on the other. This creates energy, modernity, and creativity. We also have radial balance. Elements radiate around the center. You will see this mostly in logos, medals, seals. You will see around design and you see text around it. It's a kind of radial balance. The key lesson you need to note is that a design without balance feels uncomfortable and chaotic. Now let's move to principle 2, which is contrast. Contrast is what makes designs and elements stand out. Without contrast, everything blends together. Without contrast, everything seems to be one. There is no difference between the background and the object placed on the design. Contrast can be created through color, size, shape, typography, and texture. Example, black text on a white background is an example of contrast at work. Large heading versus small paragraph. Bold fonts versus light fonts. It's an example of contrast. Contrast helps the viewer know what to look at first. It creates visual hierarchy. Another principle is hierarchy. Hierarchy controls how people read your design. Your viewers should not struggle to know what is the title, what is the message, what is the supporting information. In a well-orderly design, by mere looking at it at first glance, your attention is already grabbed. You already know the place to focus on through bold fonts or light fonts at different places. Good hierarchy guides the eye. Example is big title with a medium subtitle and a small body text. So that once you are looking at that design, your eye is going straight to the big title. Designers control hierarchy using size, color, placement, contrast, and typography. If everything in a design is the same size, then nothing is important. Then nothing has special interest. And principle number 4 is alignment. Alignment means every element should have a visual connection. Nothing should look randomly placed. Nothing should be placed anyhow. Good alignment makes a design look clean, professional, and well organized. Common types of alignment. We have left alignment. It is usually well readable because it flows with the eye direction. Normal way you read, left alignment is always readable. The center alignment always creates luxury, brand, or powerful effect. It's usually words are placed at the center, and right alignment is at the right. Also have grid alignment. Professional designers use grids to maintain alignment. Misalignment instantly makes a design look amateur. So you have to align your designs well that they will look very neat. Then proximity. Proximity means related elements should stay together. For example, a heading should stay close to its paragraph. A product image should stay near its description. When related items are close together, the design becomes easy to understand. So things that are related should be grouped together. When they are scattered everywhere, the design becomes confusing. You will no longer know center of attraction. Good proximity improves clarity and readability. Then the sixth principle is repetition. And this is where strong brands are built. Repetition strengthens visual identity. It is when you continue to repeat something that it becomes recognizable, that your brand becomes recognizable. It means repeating certain elements throughout your design. For instance, color. Brands have a particular color that represents their brand. Hence, they repeat those colors. And whenever you see those colors, your mind already know the brand it is all about. Then fonts, they have brand fonts. It is usually repeated across all their designs. Repetition of shapes, icons, and patterns can also help. This is what strengthens visual identity. When you see a design, you already know the brand that designed this or the creator because of the repetition of colors. Repetition creates consistency. It builds brand recognition. This is why big brands repeat their colors, fonts, and style everywhere. For example, every Apple design feels like Apple because repetition creates familiarity. The last but not the least is white space, which is the seventh principle. White space is the empty space around elements. Many beginners try to fill every space. That's one of the mistakes they make. That's why I used to say that silence in design is no weakness. Many beginners try to fill every space, but professional designers understand something important. Space is part of the design. White space helps improve readability, create elegance, reduce visual stress, highlight important elements. Luxury brands use a lot of white space because it creates focus and sophistication. Your design don't need to be jam-packed with typography or elements. Space is what creates elegance and makes even whatever you are designing readable. So a correct design always looks cheap, a special design looks premium. So let's quickly recap the 7 design principles. I mentioned balance, contrast, hierarchy, alignment, proximity, repetition, and white space. So you have to have this at the back of your mind. These principles are the invisible structure behind every great design. They are what make every great design powerful. Understanding design does. Software doesn't make a design. It is the understanding of design that makes you a unique designer. Design is more than making things look beautiful. Design is communication. Design is influence. Design is power. And when African creatives understand this power, we can shape stories, businesses, culture, and even the future. Creativity has the ability to connect humanity and inspire peace across the world. You are not just learning design, you are learning to see the world like a creator. Follow the key creativity and continue your journey in the mind of a professional designer. Thank you.